which is still Jake's. You know?
Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 12:9. Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field, come to devour.
Yep. And that's what you have. You got many scriptures that break it down, man. One of my favorite ones is Ephraim is a cake not turned. You know, that Ephraim is mingled amongst the people, has mingled himself among the people.
Yep.
You know. So and then you got people that talk about, oh, this the dispersed of Judah. Like, nah, bro. It tells you in Deuteronomy that all Israel will be scattered throughout the whole earth. Not just Judah, not just the southern kingdom, man.
Yeah, good.
The scriptures go deep, man. You know, that's why you really can't fight against the truth. You know, you could be, you know, you could be, you can hear the truth and think that you're an Edomite, man, but and actually be a Jake. This thing is very intricate, very detailed.
This is real quick. This is the book of Tobit, chapter 1:1. It says the book of the words of Tobit, son of Tobiel, the son of Aniel, the son of Eguel, the son of Gebael, of the seed of Azael, of the tribe of Naphtali, who in the time of Enemasar, king of the Assyrians, was led captive out of Thisbe, which is at the right hand of that city, which is also called properly Naphtali and Galilee above Asher. I, Tobit, have walked all the days of my life in the way of truth and justice.
Which those places were northern kingdom.
Yeah. It says, I have walked all the days of my life in the way of truth and justice, and I did many alms deeds to my brethren and my nation, who came with me to Nineveh, into the land of the Assyrians.
Hey, to Nineveh. So they got taken captive and brought into Nineveh.
Yep.
So that's how you know too. When Jonah was going to prophesy to Nineveh, there was a lot of Jakes there, man.
Yeah, because Jonah was right before this. Because after when you read in Tobit, it says that all the things that were prophesied in the book of Jonah came to pass, and Tobit seen it. He rejoiced. He was like, oh, so the Lord about to destroy this fish. Yeah. Or his son Tobias, Salakia, seen it.
Yep.
Yeah. And that just shows you that the Lord, he's not slack concerning his promise, man. Even though the scriptures say though a sinner sin 1,000 times, Esau, look at what he's doing, man. Now he wasn't given the law, but he's going way the freak off. He's a freak off, man.
Hey, that's why it says, like the scripture you just quoted says, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise.
Yeah.
It goes on to say, as some men count slackness.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why it says, just because the judgment is not executed speedily.
There you go. That's the one I was thinking about.
I mean, that's that, as some men count slackness, because it say, well, if God is so righteous and all about judgment, he should judge you right on the spot. But that's not how it works.
Yeah.
All right, because the Lord because you got to understand, man. You might have a spirit that's created, a wicked spirit was created to fulfill a purpose. You know, and it's doing all this wickedness just like a murderer, a serial killer. How does a serial killer start? He starts by killing bugs. Then he starts killing animals. You know, then he starts, all these things that he's doing, he's torturing and murdering animals and things like that. That's wickedness. And he starts killing people. The Lord might have a purpose for him, building him up to do his ultimate wickedness that he's going to judge. So the same thing with Esau. Esau's been building him up in his wickedness all the way until his grand finale.
It's bad. Hey, like the scripture talks about the house that falleth, the house that is divided and it falls. It says how great is the fall of that house.
Yeah, it says great, and great shall be the fall.
So Esau, when he goes down, he's going to be doing crazy things when he goes down, man. He's going to try to bring the world with him. You know? That's the road.
Looking. This is Luke 1:68. Blessed be the Lord, power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people.
Yeah, the Lord is, he's gonna redeem his people. The Lord is actually visiting you right now. In two ways. He's visiting you with all these calamities, and he's visiting you by his mandate to tell you about it, to tell you about his coming, to prepare you, to prepare the bridegroom, man. It's lucky to prepare the bride for the bridegroom.
Hey, you know what? And he said he's visiting with all these calamities. And, you know, when you look at America, and people think that they're still in good case.
Yeah, victuals.
You know, victuals, and because things aren't really that bad. It's like certain places. But what you don't see is the build-up to everything. That's what you're missing. See, the calamity, we look around and we see cameras everywhere. All right, we see the phones, we see all the legislation, we see everything that's going on in the news. See, we see the calamity surrounding us. We see the lion ready to pounce. You people can't see that, and so you think you're good. And we're here telling you, like, look, no, you are surrounded by evil. You're surrounded by it. And Jake's gonna wake up. You know, some Jake's gonna wake up too late. They're gonna just get pounced on.
Yeah, like that dude Vinny Boss says in that song. He says, the enemy ain't Saudi, the enemy around.
The enemy around me.
You know? Because that's that image that Esau puts. That everybody, all these countries outside of America, the Middle East are all terrorists. They want to rape our kids. They want to nuke our country, or his country, I should say. But that's the spirit that he puts on this place is our country. You know, our people, Americans. Which that's really not Esau's thought. But he'll use it and say, oh, well, look at all these other countries. They're preparing weapons of mass destruction to bomb you. And if you really pay close attention, you'll realize he's the weapon of mass destruction. He's that guy.
And you know what Esau will do? Esau will take what you said about Benny Fast, cut it, strip it, put it up so it looks like you just said the enemy's not Saudi. The enemy, see, they're Muslims. See?
Yeah.
They're down with the Saudis.
Yeah. Which that's America's allies, the Saudis. Saudi Arabia. That's America's ally. That's who they're using along with the rats to jack up Syria, Yemen, and they want to go into Persia, Iran.
Yep. Iran ain't happening.
And the scriptures tell you that the boars and the dragons of Arabia are gonna meet each other on the battlefield, man. You know, because that's Israel's main ally protecting them out there right now is America and the Saudi Arabians.
Arabians.
Yeah, Arabs.
Arabians.
Yep. Liberal.
There's Matthew 13:14. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see and shall not perceive. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. But blessed are your eyes, for they see.
Blessed are our eyes, man. Blessed are our eyes because we can understand what the scriptures are saying, what the truth is, man. We understand that this guy is the devil. We understand that this place, America, is Babylon the Great, which is a land of captivity, man. It's easy for us to see because the Lord blessed our eyes. But 2/3 of our people, they can't see, man. And as much as we want to, sometimes you just want to beat it into Jake, man. But we know we can't. You know? You might have a family member that you really love. You're just like, man, I wish this person could have got it. You give them a break, you come back, a couple months later, maybe a couple years later, try and tell them about it again, still not getting it. Because it's the Lord that has people that he ordained to hear it, and people that are not going to be able to hear him. He said he spiritually closed their eyes, spiritually closed their ears. He clogged their mind, okay, with the ways and the pollutions of this world. All right, to where our people, 2/3 of our people can't receive this. No matter how hard you try. But blessed are your eyes when they see. And that's also a comforting scripture, because going back to family members that you might love. Okay, people you might love that can't see this. Well, that's pretty much telling you, hey man, worry about yourself, I gave this to you. Going on.
And your ears for they hear.
Yep.
For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Hear ye therefore the
men of the Lord in the ancient world. They wanted to see certain things. It tells you that Abraham, after all he did for the Lord, he still didn't get the promise in that lifetime. He's going to get it soon. Or who else? There was other great men. All right, Jonah. We just spoke about Jonah. He was prophesying against Nineveh. Okay, but he didn't even see the destruction of it. And he desired to see that day so bad, he got depressed. He got all in his feelings. What did he find? He found a plant, and the Lord sent a worm to go and eat the plant. A gourd. It was a gourd that Jonah had found. And Jonah was like tendering to the gourd. And then the Lord sent a big old worm to eat the gourd and killed it. And Jonah almost snapped. He's like, and the Lord rebuked him, He's like, see, you had mercy, you had compassion for this one plant. But here it is, I'm having compassion on the Nineveh for the jakes that are in there that can repent, man. Because we were scattered, We weren't there prophesying to Assur to get right. He's in there prophesying to Jake that was there, man. Showing you that our people were scattered everywhere, man. Go ahead.
Hey, this is Hebrews 11 and 39. And these all having obtained a good report through faith received not the promise.
See, they received not the promise of those that have obtained a good report, the men of the Lord in the pre-generation. Yeah, because they're here today. That's why I say pre-generation, because they're reincarnated or regenerated in this lifetime. They didn't see those promises that the Lord promised them. They seen them afar off. They had the vision, but they didn't actually physically entangle themselves with
it. They believed in the Lord.
Yeah.
Abraham said that he believed the Lord and it was counted to him for righteousness.
Yeah, for righteousness.
It said, and all these having obtained a good report through faith received not the promise. The Most High having provided some better thing for us, that they without us should not be made perfect. There it is. So really, those same spirits are better. That's why Ezra said, "Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?"
Who will deliver me in those days?
So you know what, vocab, it was the apostle called vocab, no class, Mahone.
Yep.
Hey, we're like, what's a Mahone? It's like a shit, right? It's like a turd, right? I think it's like a turd.
I know what a Marty Phone is.
Vocab, no class, Marty Phone.
Yeah.
Hey, why did Ezra say that?
Yeah.
Why did he tell Daniel that he was going to stand in his lot in the latter days? Why did he tell St. John that he would have to prophesy again? Explain that. This is Luke 1:68. Blessed be the Lord, power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and has raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David.
Yeah, which that horn of salvation that the Lord raised up for us is Yahawashi. The word horn goes back to a power. Okay? Like a bull. The bull uses its horns. Okay, a rhino, it uses its horns. That's its weapon. Okay, that's its protection. That's its everything. You see a rhino without a horn, it's a hippo. You know. So us without a savior, we're doomed. So the Lord raised up a horn for us and a salvation, which is Yahawashi. Okay, in the house of his servant David, showing you that David came through that bloodline, or Yahawashi came through the bloodline of David, the lineage of David. Okay?
Really, when you say kiss my eyes, when you say hug, man, it's kiss. That was like the whole sentence. But I don't know. I don't know. It might be spelled differently. Because Apostle around like called vocab.
Yeah.
This is verse 70. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us.
And from the hand of all that hate us.
Didn't it say Esau hated
Jake
because of the blessing?
So who hates who? We already done told you, you got Jake that loves everybody, man. Jake loves every damn buddy.
Even his enemy.
Even his enemy. Even the chiefest of enemies, Esau. Jake will go out here to Esau's system and beg Esau for help. Okay? You had that shooting where that racist Edomite cop, she had all them texts talking about end this, end that, I hate ends. Talking all that smack about the Jake. She went and shot at Jake. But then you got a black judge that was supposed to be convicting her, was giving her hugs.
Yeah.
Giving her hugs, patting her, telling her it's going to be okay. Why? Because our people love every damn buddy, man. But let it have been a little so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American kid have done half the things he's done. They're going to pull out little mug shots of you when you was with your little friends at school being cool. Look at him, he's being a little thug. Yep. Your middle school, your high school pictures. He just got you with a cigarette or whatever.
Have an interview with your 6th grade teacher?
Yeah.
I always knew he wasn't going.
Yeah.
He was nothing but trouble.
Yeah, he's nothing but trouble. That's what Esau says about us, man. Why? Because he hates us. Hates us. You know? So we're going to be delivered. We're going to be saved from our enemies, man. And from all them that hate us. Jake has a savior. Jake's going to receive mercy. You other nations, you're not going to receive any mercy, man. Esau definitely is not going to receive mercy. Okay, I take that back. The other nations are going to receive mercy after 1,000 years of slavery, after the punishment. But Esau, he's never going to receive mercy. Never.
This is Psalm 71 and 4. Deliver me, O my power, out of the hand of the wicked.
Yeah, the hand of the wicked, which is Esau. Job 9 and 24 says that he covered the face of the judge there, of the wicked. Okay, the wicked, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. And this guy has the power to shoot a laser weapon from a computer controlled here in the United States that can cause damage and destroy lives anywhere on the earth. He has satellites that he can shoot lasers or control weather to kill lives, man. This guy, Esau, the wicked.
Legally too. He's got a sniper sword in space that'll fuck up something on Earth.
Yeah. And this is a bug out telling you that he knows that Esau, the ones that are ruling the world, have weapons in space, man. Satellite weapons. Okay? What?
Out of the hand of the unrighteous and cruel man.
Yep.
It's Esau, man. Esau is unrighteous. Hey, what does it tell you in the scriptures? Go to him that decree unrighteous decrees.
Yep, and increase in things that are not his.
Hey, what has Esau done? He's gone around the whole world taking things that are not his, man. This is an unrighteous man. You don't follow. You don't have no moral compass, man. All right, which we have a moral compass provided to us through the Holy Spirit, brought to us by Yahawashi.
The spirit that is in him is not upright within him.
It's not upright. He's wicked. He's wicked.
Yeah, you don't have no laws.
Esau's just a wicked spirit, man. And then if you try and tell him righteousness, he casts instruction behind him. He stops his ears, man. You don't want to hear it. And that's why when John the Baptist was telling Herod, or one of the Herods, anyways,
I believe it was Herod.
that it's not lawful for you to have your brother's wife.
Yeah, it was Herod.
He cut off John the Baptist's head, man.
Is it like Acts the 4th chapter?
I don't remember. It couldn't have been. John the Baptist died long ago. Not long before. John the Baptist
For thou art my hope, O Lord Yahweh power, thou art my trust from my youth.
Yeah, the Lord is our hope. We don't have any other hope. We don't have a military. We don't have anything but Bible, bro. All we have is Yahawashi and Yahawashi, the words that He promised us. That's it. We don't have any other hope, man. There is no contingency plan. All right, there is no plan A, plan B, plans. There's only one plan. All right, trust in Yahawashi and Yahawashi. That's it. That's the only plan.
Yeah.
All right, because these devils want to devour us. They want to fucking destroy us, man. And it's we've proven it. Look at that whole Jersey thing, man. Esau knows damn well that he set that up. Vocab knows damn well that he set it up. But they're still painting us in that light so that people want to hurt us. And without the Lord, we will be through. Because we have no power. We have families. We have families, man. And you got people on vocab's comment boards talking about taking our kids from us. You need to get them out of the house. Those crazy cultists. That's hateful. That's wicked, man. Because I love my children. I take care of my family. All right. I don't know what you do. I take care of my family. So I have to believe in Yahawashi Yahawashi, man, to deliver me from the hands of wicked ass people out there, man.
Yeah, I just seen a brother's video earlier about the Jersey. He was looking into the obituaries about the people that they supposedly killed, and he couldn't find anything. So that's more proof that it's most likely set up.
Yeah, because they're actors, man.
Yeah,
that Edomite is. Hopefully we can do this again in 3 or 4 months.
Yeah. There was one Edomite that said they haven't been able to talk to any of the victims, and he said, or actors. Yeah. And that kind of like slipped out.
Yep. So Esau's a devil, man. He's a liar, a demon. Here it is, this devil will lie to your face, knowing damn well he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And will make it seem like he's righteous, like he's just so goddamn justified, man. Like vocab, the way he's like so you do teach that great millstone. Knowing damn well we don't, man. You're a piece of shit, vocab. And really, we ain't worried about you. We know the Lord's going to destroy your ass.
By thee have I been holden up from the womb. Thou art he that took me out of my mother's bowels. My praise shall be continually of thee. I am as a wonder unto many, but thou art my strong refuge.
Yeah, get Ezekiel 25 and 12. They got the Beethoven playing.
There's Ezekiel 25 and 12. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of power, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and hath greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of power, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and I will cut off man and beast from it.
Yeah, that's why America's going to be totally destroyed. Right? Because this is Bosra. This is like the main place right here. Alright, this is Babylon. And it tells you that the Lord has a great sacrifice in Bosra. And that the slain of the Lord shall be many. Alright, because Yahawashi is coming back to deal punishments on this place for all the wickedness done there. And mainly Esau's plan to exterminate Jacob, man. Alright, because it tells you that this place, the Lord is going to find this whore drunk with the blood of the saints. And this place is already drunk with the blood of the saints. That's why you have so many deaths that occurred here when from the time when they landed here and started killing Gad, bringing the southern kingdom into slavery, slaughtering them. You had the Jim Crow era. Alright, which after slavery, after the slavery so-called ended, you had the Jim Crow era where Esau was just going around hanging and burning and killing and beating Jacob to death, man.
The Apostle Ramlov just posted a video, I guess, because you got some scoffers and people bug-outs that say the Northern Kingdom made the war. And Apostle Ramlov posted a video that actually happened at a historical event where Esau declared war on all so-called Puerto Ricans. And it said war on all Puerto Ricans. When they were actually out there, they were kidnapping the Ephraimite women. They were spaying them so that they couldn't produce children. They were getting all the men, killing them, slaughtering them. Okay, that spirit has not gone anywhere. It's still here. You had another brother was talking about how this woman got off somewhere in like Michigan, where there was a young Issacharite walking in the road, and this Edomite woman just in cold blood ran him over and killed him. And when the cops arrested her and said, "Why'd you do it?" She said, "Because he was an illegal Mexican." Showing you that hatred for Jake that these Esomites have still there. For these Edomites, it's still there.
These Esomites.
It ain't gone nowhere, These damn devils. They hate us. They hate us with a passion. It said that Esau hated Jacob. What did it say about Cain and Abel?
Yep.
Okay. Same thing.
He said, and it told you in the scriptures that Cain hated Abel because Abel's works were righteous, and his own works were evil.
Yep.
That's why Esau hated Jacob, because Jacob was righteous and Esau was good.
That's why Esau wanted to keep Jake doing wicked things.
Yep.
Because Jake knows that Esau knows that Jake's a special people. Jake's a special people, and when Jake does special according to what righteousness is, Jake's invincible, man. We just read sin is the wages of sin is death. Okay, that's what you get. That's the payoff for being sinful is death. And Esau knows that. That's why he promotes wickedness. Okay, on all our people.
This is Jeremiah 50:6. My people have been lost sheep.
It says my people have been lost sheep. They say the sheep, a lamb is an innocent creature, just like a baby. A baby will crawl and go wherever it just sees forward. They don't know what it's doing. So it said my people are lost sheep. Okay, just strolling around, seeing grass.
Hey, but look at Jake had their heritage stripped from them, stolen from them, been beaten down, oppressed, abused, killed, raped, robbed, murdered, had the land stolen from them, had everything taken from them, assimilated into this culture, this heathen culture.
Yeah.
Now, so these nations have Esau has made it to where Jacob has gone astray.
Yeah.
And now they're lost sheep. They're just wandering around looking for a home, looking for like who they are. They don't know any better. These Edomites have destroyed them. That's why I said my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. But who took that knowledge away? It was the Edomites, man. The Edomites took that knowledge away. Hey, when I was reading in Deuteronomy, it said, "Cursed be he that maketh the blind, that leadeth the blind astray." That's some Edomites, man. You fucking know better. You elites, you fucking know better, and you're still doing wickedness, and you're causing you're scattering the flock of the Lord, man. You don't want to tell Jake who they are, man. You don't want to tell Jake the truth.
There's Psalm 83:3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance."
Yeah, that's what happened to Jake, man. The name of Israel was no more in remembrance. They totally lost who they were.
You ask these nations who Israel is today, they'll tell you the rats of Israel. That's showing you there's no more remembrance of Israel. Because if these nations, if you could ask them, who are the Israelites? Who are the real Israelites? If they remember, they would shake in fear. If they remember, they wouldn't call us the things they call us, make fun of us and make the way they do.
Because then they would have to be brought into remembrance all the things that they did.
Yeah. Because you still have the Ammonites in Japan making TV commercials mocking Judah. They'll paint their faces black, have big old red pink lips. Actually, there was one that was super fucked up that Ammon did. They were promoting this special kind of laundry detergent they had, and then they put Jake in a washing machine, like they're washing him with the detergent.
It came out like a Jap?
Came out as an Edomite.
Oh shit.
Either an Edomite or a Jap.
So it's saying it's like Jake's a 30.
Yeah.
Hey man. But it tells you in the scriptures we have seen the pride of Moab.
Yep.
It says, their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountain. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. Which when you go into the history, they would worship these idols on these different mountains, these different groves and places like. So when it's talking about going from mountain to hill, it's talking about going to these other nations' gods.
Yeah, and they do that. Also, Esau even tells you there's high witch points, which a lot of frequency, a lot of energy is in different points on the planet. And that's why a lot of times they were doing up those high mountains.
Yeah, and then you have like Bohemian Grove, like it's
a witching point.
It's there for a reason.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons where they put those obelisks.
Yeah.
They have.
Yeah, that's like a high point. Put an obelisk there, in certain positions. That's why when you look at a map, I think there's a map of DC, and when you look at they've shown you that there's like a pentagram in the middle of the city right there.
Yeah, and everything's done like fashion according to witchcraft, like different kinds of shapes in it.
Yep.
You have an owl in there with a pentagram and all kinds of stuff, man.
Yeah, Esau knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
It says, all that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers.
Yep, and Esau, man, these other nations, they think because, Jake went off, because the Lord put us in captivity, that the Lord don't care about us, man. And that's not true. Scriptures say that he that touches you touches the apple of his eye. Okay? So you're touching the Lord's portion, you're touching his children. Even though they went off, you might have your child that you're mad at for a while, you're mad at for a week or a month. But you say you leave him with the babysitter, and you come home and your babysitter's beating your child up, You're not gonna remember all the bad stuff your child's done. Okay, you're gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing, man? And that's how the Lord's gonna be when He returns for Esau, man. Okay, because Esau is gonna be doing it to the Lord's elect. Okay, 2/3 gonna play out punishment, we know, but they're still Israelites, man. And we were supposed to be the ones to execute judgment upon them. We can't do that now because we're an Esau system. That's why it's going to be the Lord that's going to come back and deal with 2/3 of our people, because we can't do it. Okay, we don't have the so-called jurisdiction. We're not a sovereign country. We don't have diplomatic immunity. Okay, so we wait for the Lord to do it. You devils are doing what you're doing just to be a demon. You're not doing it to execute the vengeance of the Lord, execute the judgments of the Lord, because you're the reason why Jake's going off in the first place. Okay? You're the one shoving that damn pork in their mouth by making it so damn cheap, by promoting it on the TV the way you do. You're the one
making on everything.
Yeah. You're not locking up these Jakes that are going around popping other men's wives. You're not doing none of that stuff. You're not allowing that man to execute judgment on him. Instead, what do?
Promote it in the culture, the so-called culture.
Yeah. Oh, forgive and forget. Well, if she want to be with him, let her be with him. That's how you see about it, go about it. When the scriptures say we were supposed to bring him and stone him, put him to death.
Yeah, because these so-called Jews, they have Jake glorifying it in the music. That that's some sort of badge of honor,
Yeah.
to have sex with your enemy's wife, your so-called enemy's wife, which really is your brother.
Yeah. And it is you damn so-called Jews, man. Amalek.
Yep.
You own the music industry. Hey, man, you're such a devil. If you call yourself the people of the Most High that are ruled by the law, statutes, commandments, why are you even allowing that to be pushed on the TV?
Yep.
Why are you even allowing all this sin to be out here?
Yep.
Okay?
Why is all this stuff being promoted in this place and pushed throughout the world? Why is homosexuality legalized?
Yeah.
Why is transgenderism legalized? Why is it being pushed in the school system? If you're such a righteous and God-fearing people, obviously you don't know the scripture.
That's right.
Yeah, so something about the music industry. They're in league with these private jails, because there was a meeting the elites had where they said they were going to push all this crap, all this dangerous crap to go get Jake to go up, so they could keep him in jail filled.
Yeah, because what happens is that the media, this entertainment industry is witchcraft. It puts demons on people. And so when you have a bunch of people that you got Jakes in the ghetto that are living in such a way to where you need government assistance. Sometimes you go without food and things like that. You see all these rappers promoting nice cars, jewelry, and this, that, and the third. They're telling you the way to get these things is not through getting a job and becoming stable and being a good person. The way to get these things is to do fucking robberies, to cook crack, to sell dope, to be a thug. That's what's being pushed. They're saying, like, hey, you want a nice car? You got to sell drugs to do that. That's how you get a nice car. So Jake gets influenced by that. And then you have Esau being like, look at this is the way to go. When it really is the so-called Jew that's saying, basically, if you as a rapper came and you like, all right, I want to rap about promoting health consciousness. I want to rap about better things, put down the guns, put down the drugs, do righteousness. The so-called Jew will come in and be like, hey, look, man, part of your contract, you got to rap about the things we want you to rap about. We want you to rap about killing people, selling drugs, gang mentality, That's what we want you to be rapping about. All this other stuff now.
Yep.
Or we ain't gonna pay you. We ain't gonna license you. That's the wickedness of the so-called Jew.
Which is a so-called white man.
Which is the so-called white man. Which is the evil.
Because you have that dude OG Genesis. I believe it's OG Genesis. Or another name. I'm probably getting names mixed up. But the dude that came out with that song, what says, I would give the world, baby girl. That song. It's like a newer song. That song worked with some shit. Anyways, he came out and like, you can see it like that dude got soul. He's an Israelite. He gets down like the song's pretty dope. I like it. Anyways, he came out and he's talking to people, pretty much to everybody on YouTube, everybody in the world, and he's telling you like, if you want to be a musician or anybody famous, he's like that shit ain't even worth it. He's like, I do it now and I don't stop now because I have a family. But he's like saying, I'm trying to find a way out this shit. Because what they're doing behind closed doors is wicked. And then the message you want to push out, they're not letting you push out. They're telling you need to say this, you need to say that. If you don't do it, goodbye. You know? And they'll do it.
And then most people, they don't have that faith in the Lord to be able to be like, you know what's fuck it. You know, I'm gonna do my own thing. You know, because that's what a lot of people don't have. That like they think, well, I gotta keep doing this wickedness in order to keep the things that I have. But if you believe in Yahawashi outside, you get all that, you trade all that in, you make yourself poor so that you can be rich.
Yeah, the Lord said He chose the poor of this world.
And that's why we're doing what we're doing, because we already don't have anything.
Yeah.
We already don't have anything to lose.
Yeah, even the people that do get all these riches, there's a video on Bow Wow. He was talking about how he grew up with all these riches, and he's not even happy. He's always condemning his mind for all the wickedness he had to do to obtain all his riches.
Yeah, well, Bow Wow, he went through some shit, man.
He got raped.
He got butt raped, yeah, by his taxi driver, limo driver. So it's showing you Esau's been doing, he preys upon us, man. You know? So Bow Wow, he sold out. And that was part of that selling out, you know?
They said literally he needed to have stitches in it.
Yeah, he got stitches. People don't remember that, you know? People don't remember that actually happened.
Yep.
And that was part of him selling out. And you never know, man. His parents probably had to co-sign to him to sell. So, you know. Scripture say they sold the boy for a harlot. You know. That's what Esau's doing to all them children on all them Disney children. He's turning them all off. Britney Spears, Aguilera, fucking Justin Timberlake. They all got messed up because of that, man.
Hey, that's why Britney Spears shaved her head and went crazy.
She went crazy. But there's other women. There's some women in Mexico. She's bugging out. She's right outside of the facility. She's bugging out. She's like, yeah, they had me in a room and it was Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny in there. Because they're in there with that MK Ultra brainwashing, man. You think Britney Spears was just bugged out because she was doing too much acid? No, man, they were doing rituals on her, man. They're running spiritual trains on her brain, man.
They had a video of that girl Keisha actually drinking her own urine.
Yeah. Keisha's from Oakland, I believe. Oh, you're talking about white girl? Oh, okay, Slot. I thought you were talking about Keisha.
No, not Keisha.
Yeah. No, yeah, that one.
Oh, Keisha. They had her drinking her own urine out of a bottle, out of a water bottle. You know, and that's the time. That's what they do. They have you do things like that. They start introducing you to wickedness, blasphemy, and things like that. And then they like and then they have you do worse things. You know, the more famous you want to get, so that if you ever bug out on them, they can bring all kinds of shit out about you. Because they got all types of stuff on you at that point. We got you on camera, this and that. You know what I mean? You know, oh yeah, you want to say things about us, but look at what you did to be in the position that you're at. That's what they do. And if they can't get you like that, then they'll slander you other ways, man. They'll find other ways, like what they did to Cat Williams. Because Cat Williams, like a self-made business guy. Kind of like how Dave Chappelle wasn't really. He was so talented that, you know, he kind of did his own thing. You know what I mean? Like he was around all that stuff, but he wasn't really. You know, he got to a certain point where he was like, this is getting crazy. Like, that's why he jumped ship.
That's why he had to talk about it, the bachelor parties.
Yeah.
He said, you see a room, go down, like, what?
Yeah.
Then he started exposing Esau about it, and Esau brought this and let him kill him, man. You know? And Cal Williams ain't been the same since.
Same thing with Dave Chappelle. You see when he came back, he got a dark spirit. He turned into Darth Vader.
Well, the way Dave Chappelle looks now is like a totally different person.
Yeah.
He's hella bigger and
He looks like a bug out.
yeah, he looks plugged out.
People say they cloned him.
You know. Yeah.
Good. What's a good story? Oh, what's that scripture? There's he that loseth his life.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Oh, that's what you're looking for? Damn. Yeah, that's the spirit, man. You know, because it says in the scriptures, what good is it to gain the whole world, but you lose your own soul in the process? You know, and that's what happens to these.
Yeah, I was actually trying to find it. I don't want to have to use my phone.
Matthew 16 and 24.
Okay. Yeah, it's happening to a lot of people. Even what's that dude's name? Kanye.
Yeah, like
He was supposed to kill somebody, and he was like 9 doing that shit. So they had him go into a car. He had a car accident where he almost died. He got in a car crash. He almost died. That was the elite's telling him, like, hey, you better do what we tell you. We're gonna kill your ass.
hey, they said P Diddy killed Tupac or ordered the hit on him.
No, I know P Diddy had to do a lot of shit because P Diddy still got bread.
Yeah, he's a top. Well, he signed. He has a record label.
Bad boys.
Yeah, Bad Boys. He has a record label. Well, look at Suge Knight, the way he was. Suge Knight was the demon, man. He was a straight up like mob boss.
Yep. Jay-Z's still on top right now.
Hey, but look at his woman too.
She's on board with it.
The Book of Beat.
Yep. She's on board with that shit.
There's a video of them at a basketball game, and like she was just going back and forth.
You have Kanye West blaspheming, putting himself on the cross.
He's going on tours right now.
He's crazy.
He's doing tours and he's pushing the whole Jesus name.
Yep.
He's doing these. He's really actually doing these tours right now as we speak, going around with gospel music, actual gospel music. Like he's not rapping. This nigga's out there, Christmas carol choirs,
And you think that's not by design?
that is.
You know, they want to, because the righteousness is being pushed out by the prophets. They want to push back with that Christianity.
Yeah.
That's why they got guys like Vocab Malone being a demon like he is. Alpha and Omega Ministries and all these plug outs.
With James White.
Yeah. Hey, go ahead.
Is Matthew 16 and 24. Then said Yahawashi unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me.
Yeah, so that's what you got to do in order to receive this truth. You got to deny yourself, man. You have to put this truth in front of you.
Yeah, you have to leave behind all the shit that you plan to do with your life, your so-called life careers, your life goals.
Put your life in the hands of the Lord.
Yeah, because you got brothers that were going places in this so-called life. Brothers that were star athletes, brothers that were musicians, brothers that were in the military, all walks of life. They look back behind them.
Look at the elder Malcolm.
Yeah.
He was, he was teaching martial arts, doing what he loved, and he had to give that up for the truth.
Yep. And Paul Escobar, he always talks about how he wanted to be a musician, a drummer to be exact, professional. And they say he was good at it. Apostle Tahar was a boxer, Every brother has a thing that they wanted to do. But this is what the Lord created us for. Created us to do this work. But imagine the Lord said everything you've forsaken, you're going to receive a hundredfold. In the kingdom, we're going to be able to do those things we wanted to do.
Boxing.
Maybe boxing, Brothers might be in the racing or whatnot. We're going to race chariots. You're in the music.
Hey, like
we're going to have concerts.
Remember Star Wars? The first race, had the pod race.
Yeah. We're going to be doing that in the kingdom, man. It's going to be lit, man. I mean, and the scripture do say, eyes have not seen and ears have not heard what the Lord has prepared for those that love Him, man. And Psalm tells you to set the heart right, and the Lord shall give thee the Lord shall give thee the desires of thine heart, man. Things that you desire, man, the Lord's going to give it to you. Like things you really desire, Every Jake wanted to come to have a big house, a beautiful wife, obedient children, want a plot of land. The Lord's going to give you that, man.
For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? For the Son of Man
should... A lot of these rappers openly admit they sold their soul. Not even just rappers, but I mean a lot of these so-called entertainers. And folly is set in great dignity in this world. That's why. And that's the thing. Imagine if they took all the billions of dollars that they paid these actors and musicians, and they actually put it into education. You know what I mean? To give knowledge to people. They don't do that. They want all this billions and billions of dollars put into all this entertainment so that they can push wickedness on it.
Like the apostles going to how the elite would hop out the limo in the 80s and said they spent billions of dollars to keep us from recovering the truth. Spend billions of dollars for us not to get the truth. And then you got one of the other elites that said that pretty much it was a bad thing for them creating the internet. You know, that was one of the worst things they did.
Yeah, they said that was like the worst thing that they did was to release the internet to the public.
Because that's how this word has been pushed throughout the four corners of the earth.
And that goes back to the Most High taking the crafty in their own devices. Because Esau created the internet so that he could bewitch the world, you know, so that he could push that madness, you know, through the airwaves. But really, it backfired on him. But, you know, which that's going on with a lot of things. I mean, I just watched you know, a lot of these alternative media sites operate off the internet, and they be bringing out all kinds of stuff. I recently watched a video that these big tech companies like Google, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, they're being charged right now with child slavery because they got these little kids in the Congo dying from mining cobalt. And Hershey's, which when you go into it, Hershey's isn't just a chocolate factory like fucking Willy Wonka. Hershey's owns a lot of businesses. And just you don't, like Pepsi and Coke, they own a lot of things, but they label them as different things, so you don't know that they're all owned by the same goddamn thing. Hershey's was caught somewhere in South America doing the same shit, and then the kids that would try to run away and escape, that they would slice their feet up so that they couldn't get away. That's the wickedness that these Edomites are doing. These same people that you go and buy all this candy from, but you don't take no thought to the way that they're getting all these victories. And I'm not saying that you're wicked for eating chocolate, but if you're condemning us, and but you think the society is so great, you don't even take a look at the way that this place is run, man. And slavery is not gone.
Yeah, even how they make the iPhone, they have to have those nets so people don't commit suicide, jump off the building.
Yeah. They actually have buildings in China that are designed so people can't jump off the balconies and kill themselves. Because they live where they work. And every day, for 12 hours a day, they go and they're on an assembly line. And you got somebody just screwing in and screwing. And that's all he does